this is Laurel String. I'm the Yoga Bliss Junkie here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Welcome to the show that is changing the yoga world. Please consult a physician before you attempt any exercise or yoga program. Let's get going here. Today I am on Jericho Beach and my feet are frying because the sand is so hot. So I recommend that you be in a place where your feet are not on fire. You just want to spread your legs nice and wide for this pose. I'm going to give you some precautions. There's not many precautions for this. Basically, if you have a lower back condition, skip it or proceed with caution. I'll give you some options as we go, of course, to make it easier for if you're a beginner or if you're pregnant as well. I'm going to give you an option. This is not contraindicated for pregnancy at all. So you want to get your feet nice and wide. Okay, I just stepped on something that stuck to the bottom of my foot. I don't even want to know what that is right now. Okay, so get feet really wide, probably, I don't know, 3 feet wide, to see what feels good. And then turn your right foot to the right so that it's pointing straight out to the side. I don't know if you can see my foot in the sand here. Your other foot is either still facing your computer or whatever you're watching this on, or you can turn it towards that right foot about 30 degrees. It's totally up to you. Doesn't really matter. Your knees are pretty straight here, not fully locked, but just shy of that. Okay, so we're going to get into triangle pose here, or Trikonasana for you Sanskrit loving folk. And most people do Trikonasana like this. They use the arms first and then they lower them down. Use the arms last, okay? And I'll explain why I want you to do that. You want to focus on keeping the sides of your body really straight. And a lot of people really lean into it because they're trying to reach the ground there. And so they end up rounding their back. Yoga is not about performing physical feats, okay? It's totally not. And I think people forget that coming into Trikonasana. It's about finding compassion for yourself and for others. So be compassionate on your body here. Be really easy on it. What you want to do is lower your right hip and lift your left hip. It's kind of like if you're standing here, you stick your bum out to the side like that. That's kind of how it feels like. You stick your left butt cheek out and keep the sides of your body here really straight and reach the crown of your head this way. So what you want to do is go just as far as you can until you feel this stretch right back here in the hamstrings. And look past your right shoulder. Keep your shoulder right over top of that right leg. So if I turn here, a lot of people do this. They lean forward so that they can touch the ground. I want you to avoid that. Keep your body right over. Imagine that you're doing this between 2 walls and you got to stay in between those walls as you hinge over. Okay, so as you hinge over here, if you're not, if you can't hinge on your hips too much, bend your knee. That'll help. Okay, if you are pregnant, or if your legs just this is too much for you to do, lean on something. Put a chair right here with the legs of the chair on either side of your feet and lean on them. So in this position, one arm is pointing straight up towards the sun. You can look up if you like, or look forward, or look down. That's totally up to you. Looking up is a little challenging for balance though. And the other arm is just down here. You can lean on the shin or the thigh. That's up to you. So when you're ready to come out of this, when your hamstrings have had enough, then push into that right foot and come up to standing. And then switch your feet. Turn your feet the other way so your left foot is pointing straight out to the side. You drop that left hip, stick your right one out, pull your belly button up and in as always, and look past that left shoulder. Move over a bit here. Oh, my feet are burning. And then hinge over. So if you feel like you're starting to round your back, try to stick that bum out a little bit to straighten out your side here and extend your arms. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Now hold that as long as you like. I'm just going to talk about the benefits to this pose. So it really strengthens the feet, the legs, the hip, the back, your shoulder just by holding your arm up. And you don't have to hold your arm up. You can have your hand on your lower back, or you can wrap it around. I don't know if you can see my hand here on your thigh. You choose. But if you're holding it up, you're working your shoulder for sure. You're working your neck. It's going to increase flexibility in your hamstrings here. It's opening up your chest, pulling your shoulders back. It also improves digestion and elimination. All right, so whenever you're ready to come out of this, then just push into that foot and come up. You can also bend that knee. Yeah. Okay, and make sure that you're holding those poses as long as you can, but no longer. Listen to your body. That is a pretty intense hamstring stretch, so make sure you're leaning on something. And if you're pregnant, you might want to lean on something just because you've got extra weight pulling you down, and that's really a challenge on your back. Also, before I give you the consider this for the day, if you're in this and you don't have a chair around, then butt your toes up against a wall and then lean against the wall. Okay, that'll help as well. I've done that and it works great. All right, so most of us, today, consider this. Most of us, we put our boat in the stream called life. And what we do is we start paddling furiously upstream. And we call that trying harder. I know that very well. Nothing you want is upstream. Everything you want is downstream. So I invite you to consider relaxing. Just relax, be joyful, have fun. And just trust that the current is going to take you to where you want to go, which is downstream. Let go of the oars and just go with the flow. And my question of the day here is, what is my question of the day? I was actually going to get Julian to give the question of the day, but he's over there. Oh, okay, actually that reminds me. So the question of the day is, when was the last time you talked to a stranger? Like, start up a conversation with somebody who you probably never see again. When was the last time you did that? Put that in the comment section and make it a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care.